this live video, live and direct, because there's a couple of things that need to be addressed in regards to getting the knowledge of self, the prerequisites, and what you need to do in order for you to have a successful journey. I know and understand that there's a lot of brothers that's not in my area. It might be down south, that might be, across the country, you know what I'm saying? Probably Midwest somewhere. But however, the supreme mathematics don't change. Supreme alphabets don't change. 120 does not change. So what I'm saying is, a lot of y'all brothers that are looking for knowledge of self, first of all, if you're looking for knowledge of self, you have to look in the right areas. Second of all, if you want knowledge of self, you have to make it known. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you have to be able to build accordingly and ask the right questions. So if you're looking for a brother to educate you or enlighten you, look in the area first. Like, for instance, if you're living in, let's say, Missouri, Missouri, and you're looking for brothers to teach you, well, my job, duty, and responsibility is to direct you to the gods and the earths. That's my duty and responsibility as a man, as God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to, educate you. I'm not here to enlighten you. I could give you some Jews, yes. We could build in sound, all types of things. The key element is that when we build in sound, are you going to be able to understand what I'm saying to you? That's the important part. So another thing I want to address is this. There's nobody in this nation, and I mean nobody, that is above examination or exempt from reproach. In other words, just because you say peace God and peace earth, that does not mean nothing. Like, you got to know and understand, like, we examine all that come in our cipher because we don't know who you are. So, of course, we're going to ask you certain questions. There's certain prerequisites that you need to follow. At the end of the day, you don't need to follow them. You can follow them if you want to, but that's your choice. Just know and understand that the outcome is not on us, it's on you. So, when we're dealing with today's supreme math, right, we're dealing with culture. Now, I'm going to say this one more time. Culture is not or freedom. You feel what I'm saying? Freedom is applied to 40 or more when the understanding is born. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the 40th degree or lesson in Lost Found Muslim lesson number 2, in the meat, it says, what will be your reward in regard to the destruction of the devil? Peace and happiness. I will give all that I have and all within my power that I've waited to see this day, 379 years. Now, the culture is I, God. I, God is real self-explanatory. I, self, Lord, and Master. You know what I'm saying? So, I itself, it tells you, I, self, Lord, and Master. So, I, God is nothing new. You feel what I'm saying? The culture is I, God. You know what I'm saying? God is man and man is God. Like, what is the difference between the two? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of brothers come in this nation, they students enroll and then they forget their lessons because they feel like they're above reproach and they don't have to be examined. Wrong. Everybody that comes in the cipher of the gods that build and add on is going to get examined. You're going to sit here and get seen. You're going to sit here and have a understanding with the gods and the earth to see if you qualify as a man on what you know. Now, a lot of brothers sit here and argue with me back and forth about its knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture of freedom, power of refinement. All right, you know what? I'm going to dead that shit. I'm gonna dead it right now. When was the last time in America that somebody gave you culture or freedom? Besides the supreme mathematics that speaks the definition in regards to that. Let's not even use that. Let's just say, who in the world gave you freedom or culture? Because originally it was freedom, then later changed the culture because Allah said that no man is free in America. There's no freedom in America. So we have to what? Have a culture that gives us the ability to be free and think freely. We have to be on this type of shit. We cannot sit up here and pussyfoot, lollygag, be lackadaisical with our lessons, because we have people out here that want to be saved, not even being saved in the sense of us rescuing them, being Superman and shit. No, it's the shit that we have to offer them. We have a lot to offer. Gods and earths of the planet Earth have a lot to offer to the people and the masses of the planet. However, everybody will only choose themselves if they want to qualify. I'm not here to argue with no brother. I'm not here to debate with you. I'm not here to do none of that. My degree and my lessons say, why did God make devil? I did not make devil. I born God. God is born in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times people are like, yeah, God body. What, God body? Yo, y'all listening to all these 90s rap artists talking that, you know, Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, or a matter of fact, not even Rakim, Wu-Tang. Got y'all on this God body shit. God is born in the mind. Even Papa Wu told you that. So for y'all following and getting influenced by hip hop, please understand, these are certain terms and terminologies and colloquialisms that's used in lyrics to help you understand the idea of what's being said. So with today being culture is your sum total of everyday people activities, or in other words, your constant pattern of behavior that you do on a daily basis. What you do every day when you wake up in the morning. Do you go through your lessons? Do you wash your face, brush your teeth? Do you take a shower? Like, these are things that are really essential to your growth and development as a man or woman. Your culture speaks volumes. Your culture is based on your principles, morals, values, and ethics. So if you have a set of skills or customs or traditions that you follow, just know and understand one thing for sure and two things for certain, that this is a constant and everyday thing that you do. And people are watching you. So regardless of whether you want to say that you're just doing your own thing, you're doing your own thing, yeah. But there's other people watching you do your own thing. And they're probably asking you like, why does he do that instead of doing this? You know, you got to look at it from other perspectives, other points of views. You're not just the only person over here representing the culture of our God. We are all ambassadors for our culture. We are spokesmen and women for this culture. So when people ask questions, we have to be able to provide the proper answer for them. We cannot sit up here and just give them anything because we say that we are lost 5% nation and we gods and earth. That do not suffice for anything. Actually, that makes it even worse because now it's like, oh, so you just got in this to get in this. You didn't get in this because of the mere fact that you really want to learn about your history of yourself, of the great American, the great original people, men and women, you know, their history and our history and everybody else's history. Knowledge itself is supposed to teach you to know all things that you need to know in order for you to be successful in what you are doing or what journey you are on. So yes, you have to study history. Yes, you have to study math, science. See, this is the thing that I learned, that when most brothers get involved in this, they can't handle it because it's taking time to undergo a study. The Born Degree in the 1 to 14 says studying from 35 to 50 years. I have knowledge of self for approximately 15 years. I'm still young in this. I'm a baby in this. However, the jewels and the knowledge that I've got, I've taken it, applied it, and it surely has worked. So when a brother or sister is asking for knowledge of self of this culture, just know and understand nobody's exempt. Because if you feel like you are exempt from this situation, then please get yourself checked out. Because it's gonna be the same thing with Christians. It's gonna be the same thing with Muslims. It's gonna be the same thing with Sufis. It's gonna be the same thing with Jews. It's practicing Judaism, Taoism, whatever type of way of life you choose to engage in, you're gonna always be questioned about that culture. Regardless, whether you want to say that you're not gonna be questioned or you're just gonna be walking through life, living my life, no. So that's why I'm telling y'all, nobody's above reproach just because you say peace God, peace earth. No. Hell no. That is not a prerequisite of our culture. We don't just walk past each other and say peace God, peace earth. We build to be born. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that you have to do in this culture in order for you to see the results that you're looking for. And some brothers and some sisters are not. They're reverting back because now all of a sudden they got knowledge of self, they off the clock. Yeah, like brothers be saying shit like, I'm 40 years old. I'm off the lessons. Bro, that's like a Christian saying, I learned the whole book. I know everything. You can never be old. You can never be in that position to know everything. Even the person that got the most knowledge don't know everything. For you to say that is humbly absurd. And I don't dig that. That's why I be saying the shit that I be saying. Like, how is it possible for you to sit up in somebody's face, literally, and tell them that you're off the lessons? Well, I don't want to see that. How you don't see that? The culture is God. God's duty and responsibility is to teach all that want to learn. God is man. Man means mind. Mind is intelligence. Intelligence is what? That of which is God. So if God wanted to put himself in anyone, it would be a man. A man. Some of y'all be dealing with spookism and don't even be acting like it's not. But in reality, it is. So please, the culture is God. I self-Lord and master. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, keep studying your lessons. And if you want this knowledge of self, be serious and adamant about it. And please don't fuck with nobody's time. Because the worst thing you can do is waste somebody's time. And that's all I got to say about that. Y'all take it easy and have a good night. Peace.